Welcome! I'm Arseni, and I am the People's Chef. Join me for some easy, healthy cooking. Today I'm going to show you how to prepare a salad called warm romaine salad. Now this salad is very different from the traditional American salads because it's warm. Most of Americans don't eat warm salads. To start off with, I'm going to cut an onion in half. Show you how to prepare pre-cut an onion. Now you want to be very careful because the onions are very acidic, so that the acidity will actually will sometimes get into your eyes, causing a lot of people to cry. A couple of remedies that you can do for this is you could either wash the knife with a damp paper towel or regular towel, or just don't cut enough onions for them to get into your eyes. Now you want to cut just a little bit. That should be good. Now you don't want to cut too many onions for this because we're not going to be using a lot of the salad. I'm only making one portion at the moment. So to get our ingredients started, we have some honey, some ciboulette, which is a French, it's like a French pepper. It's not really available here, but I have a friend who imports it. Some red wine vinegar and some mustard. The difference between, now this is French mustard. The difference between French mustard and American mustard is that American mustard, the reason that it's so yellow is because they add turmeric to it to give it a little bit of a flavor. Now to start off with our cooking, you want to add your red wine vinegar. Be careful, it's very acidic, so as soon as it starts cooking, you don't want to start smelling it. A little bit of olive oil. It'll start to foam up a little. It'll give off a lot of this is the stuff that you don't want to really smell. A little bit of the mustard, a little bit of the honey, and just a tad bit of the ciboulette. The reason I'm cooking all this together ahead of time, it's almost kind of like turning into it like a paste, is that you want this to be ready before you throw in your onions. Set this on here. Caramelize the onions just a tad bit. Now what I'm doing right now is I'm doing what's called flipping or sautéing. Sautéing is basically the process that's used for, you have a lot of oil and a little bit of the food, and as the oil absorbs into the food, it cooks it very, very rapidly. So it's a very quick process of cooking. Now while this is cooking, I'm going to touch up on a little bit on the romaine lettuce. The romaine lettuce, what's interesting about this is that you could either cut it or you can rip it, or you could tear it. When you cut a romaine lettuce, you're going to be losing a lot of the moisture and a lot of the water that's accumulated in that's available in the lettuce. In this case, I'm probably just going to cut them because it's easier, and I can get them into bite-sized portions. Now as this is cut, we're going to just cook this just very, very quickly so it doesn't have a lot of moisture loss. And just a little bit. Now since the onions have been cooking just a little bit longer, they're going to be a little bit more moist, and instead of being the hard that you're used to in salads. Now it's almost done. Now as you're cooking it, cook it just a tad bit. Don't cook it too long, because if it's cooked too long, then it's going to turn into a dish. It's not going to be really a salad. This is about ready to plate. Now the trick with this is if you're going to be plating this, you have to serve it right away, because if it turns cold, it's not going to be that great. You get a white plate, put in just a little bit of the onions and a little bit of the lettuce. Now for garnish, you can use a little bit of the peppers. Just a tad bit. These are pretty strong. You can substitute with pretty much any pepper that you can find in your local grocery store. So it doesn't have to be, you know, this fancy ciboulettes that I'm using right here. But just a tad bit on the sides, just to give it a little bit of spice. A little bit of salt and pepper. And this is to your own liking. If you don't like salt and pepper, don't use it. If you want to just use a little bit, more than welcome to. And that's it. There you have it. Warm romaine lettuce salad. Now this is good looking and easy to make salad in your arsenal for your next dinner. If you want to try this dish, go to my website at www.tpchef.tv where a complete recipe is posted. Thank you for joining me on my quest for healthy eating. If you want a recipe or would like to be on a Good for a Future show, please email me at www.tpchef.tv. Thank you for watching The People's Chef. Join us for our future episodes. For more and quick and tasty recipes, check out our website at www.tpchef.tv. Eat well and be well. I am Arseni.